From idea to app in one day. People think building an app takes months. They think you need a team, a budget, a project plan, and a timeline measured in quarters. They think you need developers and designers and project managers and QA testers. They think you need meetings and documentation and approval processes and stand-ups. I am here to tell you that with Vibe Coding, you can go from idea to launched app in one day. Not a prototype, not a demo, not a wireframe, a real working app that real people can use and pay for. In one day. I have done it many times, and I am going to walk you through exactly how. But first, let me be completely honest about what one day means. One day does not mean 1 hour of work and then magic happens. One day does not mean you type one sentence and the AI builds everything. One day means a focused, dedicated 8 to 10 hour session where you do nothing else but build. No phone calls, no social media, no Netflix in the background, no interruptions, just you and the AI working together in a flow state. Think of it like a hackathon for one person, a solo sprint, and by the end of that day, you will have a working app. I want to share the first time I did this. It was a Saturday in February. My kids were with their father for the weekend. I had the whole day to myself. I woke up at 6 a.m. I prayed. I made coffee. I sat at my desk at 7 and I did not get up until 7 in the evening. 12 hours, with breaks of course, but 12 hours of focused building. And by the end of that day, I had a financial education platform that was live and accepting payments. Let me break down exactly how those 12 hours were spent so you can replicate the process. Phase 1 was the idea phase. This took about 45 minutes. I sat with a pen and paper and I wrote out what I wanted to build. Not features, not technical specifications, just the story of what the app does and who it serves. I wrote who is this app for? Parents who want to learn about money. What problem does it solve? Financial illiteracy and the stress that comes from not understanding how money works. How does it solve it? A 5-day challenge that teaches one money principle each day in a simple, actionable way. What does the user do first? They land on a page that explains the challenge. They click register. They pay 47 euros. They get access to day 1. What do they do next? They complete day 1. They unlock day 2. After 5 days, they are offered a membership. What information does the app need to store? Users, registrations, challenge content, referrals, payments. How does the app make money? The 47 euro challenge fee and the monthly membership. What pages does the app need? Home, register, challenge, dashboard, membership, affiliate. What is the name of the app? Smart Investor Leader. By the end of those 45 minutes, I had a clear picture of my app. Not in my head, on paper. Because if you cannot describe it on paper, you cannot describe it to the AI. And if you cannot describe it to the AI, you will get something generic and useless. The paper phase is not optional. It is the most important phase. Everything else depends on the clarity you establish here. Phase 2 was the data model phase. This took about 30 minutes. I took my description and I identified every noun that represented something the app needed to remember. User, registration, challenge, day, membership, referral, payment. Each of these became an entity. And for each entity, I listed the fields. User has name, email, password, role, is member, is affiliate, and join date. Registration has user reference, challenge reference, payment status, Stripe session, ID, and created date. Challenge has title, description, price, and status. Day has challenge reference, day number, title, content, and is locked. Membership has user reference plan, type, start date, end date, and status. Referral has affiliate reference, referred, email, commission amount, and status. I wrote all of these on paper. I did not need to know database theory. I did not need to understand primary keys or foreign keys or indexes. I just needed to think about what information my app needed to remember. If a shop needs to remember products and orders, then those are the entities. If a school needs to remember courses and students and enrollments, then those are the entities. It is that simple. The nouns in your description are your entities. The details about each noun are your fields. Phase 3 was the build phase. This is where the magic happened. This took about 4 hours. I opened my Vibe coding platform and I started describing my app to the AI. But I did not describe everything at once. I built in layers. Each layer was a separate instruction. Each layer built on the previous one. Layer 1 was the foundation. I described the entities and let the AI create the database. I need a user entity with these fields. I need a challenge entity with these fields. I need a day entity with these fields. The AI created the data model in about 15 minutes. I now had a database without writing SQL, without designing tables, without thinking about relationships. I described what I needed and it was created. Layer 2 was the pages. I described each page one by one. I need a home page that explains the challenge and has a register button. I need a registration page that collects email and processes payment. I need a challenge page that shows the current day content and has a button to mark it complete. I need a dashboard page that shows progress and offers the membership upgrade. I need an affiliate page that explains the program and shows earnings. The AI created each page. This took about an hour and a half. At the end of this layer, I had a working interface, not polished, not perfect, but working. I could click through the pages. I could see the content. The structure was there. Layer 3 was the functionality. I described what happens when users interact with the app. When a user registers, create a registration record and send a welcome email. When a user completes a day, unlock the next day. When a user completes all 5 days, show the membership offer. When a user clicks register on the membership, create a subscription and send a confirmation email. When a user signs up with a referral link, track the referral and calculate the commission. The AI wired up the logic. This took about an hour. At the end of this layer, the app was functional. Not just pages, working features, payment processing, email sending, content unlocking, referral tracking, all working. Layer 4 was the design. I described how the app should look. I want a clean modern design with a blue and white color scheme. I want the home page to have a hero section with a headline and a call to action button. I want the challenge page to show the day number prominently with the content below. I want progress indicators showing which days are complete. I want the dashboard to feel welcoming, not intimidating. I want cards with subtle shadows and rounded corners. I want a sans serif font for readability. The AI applied the design. This took about 30 minutes. At the end of this layer, the app looked professional. Not because I am a designer, because I described what I wanted clearly, and the AI executed it. Phase 4 was the testing phase. This took about 3 hours. And this is where I was most careful. I clicked every button. I filled every form. I entered invalid data. I tried to access pages without logging in. I tested the payment flow with a test card. I tested the email flow. I tested the referral flow. I tested on my laptop. I tested on my phone. I tested on different browsers. I noted every bug and every issue. I found 11 bugs in total. The payment confirmation page showed the wrong amount. The email welcome message had a typo. The challenge page did not lock future days properly. The affiliate dashboard showed 0 even when there were referrals. The mobile layout was broken on the registration page. Then I went back to the AI and described each fix. The payment confirmation should show the actual amount paid, not the default. The email should say, "Welcome to the challenge, not welcome to challenges." Days 2 through 5 should be locked until the previous day is marked complete. The affiliate dashboard should show the total number of referrals, not just the pending ones. The registration page should stack vertically on mobile, not horizontally. The AI fixed each issue. I tested again. I found 2 more bugs. I described the fixes. I tested again. Everything worked. The iteration was painful but necessary. Each bug I found in testing was a bug my users would not find in production. Phase 5 was the launch phase. This took about 30 minutes. I published the app. I made it public. I tested the live version one more time from start to finish. I shared the link with 5 trusted people in my community and asked them to try it. I watched as 3 of them signed up within the first hour. 3 real users, 3 real payments, from an idea in my head to real people paying me money in 12 hours. That evening, I sat on my couch and I cried again. But this time the tears were different. They were tears of gratitude, tears of disbelief, tears of joy. I had done something I thought was impossible. I had built a real app in one day, without writing code, without hiring a developer, without spending thousands of euros. Just me and the AI and a clear vision. And people were paying for it, real money, for something I had built that morning. That day changed how I saw myself. I was no longer someone who had ideas but could not build them. I was a builder. And if I could build 1 app in a day, I could build 100. If I could build 100, I could build a business. If I could build a business, I could build a future for my children. It all started with one day, one focused day, one decision to try. Now, let me give you some practical tips for making your one-day build successful. First, choose the right idea. Do not try to build Facebook in a day. Do not try to build a marketplace with multiple user types and complex matching algorithms. Build something simple and specific. A booking app for a specific business. A course platform for a specific topic. A community forum for a specific group. A challenge app for a specific audience. Specificity is your friend. The more specific your idea, the faster you can build it. The more general your idea, the more decisions you have to make and the longer it takes. Second, prepare everything before you start. Write your description on paper, sketch your data model, list your pages, map your user flow. Do all of this before you open the AI. When you start building, you want to be in execution mode, not planning mode. Planning and building use different parts of your brain. If you try to do both at once, you will be slower at both. Plan first, then build. The separation is key to speed. Third, do not chase perfection on day one. Your goal is a working app, not a perfect app. If something is not quite right but it functions, leave it for now. You can fix it later. The goal of day one is to have something that works, not something that is polished. Polish comes in week 2. Day 1 is about proving the concept, getting it live, getting real users, real feedback. 4th, take breaks. I know I said no distractions, but you need to rest your mind. Every 2 hours, step away for 10 minutes. Walk around, drink water, look out the window. Do not look at your phone. Just rest your eyes and your brain. Your brain needs rest to think clearly. When you come back, you will see things you missed. You will have ideas you did not have before. The breaks are not wasted time. They are when your brain processes what you have been doing. 5th, have someone test it for you. Fresh eyes find bugs that you cannot see because you are too close to the app. Ask a friend or family member to use the app while you watch. Do not explain anything. Just watch where they click, where they get confused, and what they try to do. That feedback is gold. It shows you what is unclear, what is missing, what is broken, and it shows you what real users will experience when they encounter your app for the first time without you there to guide them. 6th, launch, even if it is not perfect. The biggest trap in building is the belief that you need one more day, one more feature, one more round of testing, one more design revision. The app is never done, but it can be good enough. And good enough is better than perfect because good enough is live and perfect is still on your laptop. Ship it. get feedback, improve based on real data. That is how apps grow, not through endless preparation, through real-world use. I want to share one more story. A student of mine from 7DAI Academy wanted to build a fitness tracking app for her gym clients. She had been thinking about it for 6 months. She had sketches and notes and ideas spread across 3 notebooks. But she had never built it because she was waiting for the right time, the right tools, the right skills. I told her to pick one Saturday, clear her schedule, and build it. Just build it. Stop planning and start building. She did. She built a simple app where her gym clients could log their workouts, track their progress, and message her with questions. No fancy features, no AI recommendations, no social feed. Just logging and tracking and messaging. She built it in 9 hours. She launched it that evening. She sent the link to her 32 gym clients. By Monday morning, 27 of them had signed up and logged at least one workout. 27 real users in 2 days. From an idea she had been sitting on for 6 months. 6 months of thinking. 1 day of building. And the building was what mattered, not the thinking. The doing. That is the lesson of this episode. Thinking is important. Planning is important. Clarity is essential. But none of it matters if you do not build. The world is full of people with great ideas who never build them. The world has plenty of thinkers. What it needs is builders. And vibe coding lets you be a builder in 1 day. If you want to learn the exact process I use to build apps in 1 day, join me at 7DAI Academy. I will walk you through a full 1 day build from start to finish. Search for 7DAI Academy online and start building today. I am Smarty, and this has been episode 4 of Vibe Coding with Purpose. In the next episode, we are going to explore how vibe coding can serve the spiritual dimension of life. Yes, technology and spirituality can coexist. I will show you how. See you there.